So first of all, I'd like to declare the meeting open. I just want to now acknowledge some people. First of all, this club and us wouldn't be here without these people. And they were our foundation members. And tonight, Graham and Barbara Wilson are joining us. I want to say thank you for coming on. And many a time Graham and I have had a chat, meeting Barbara over the years, obviously because I've been president for too many years. So it's always a pleasure. And thanks for coming down and joining us tonight. All right, so life members, so we've got a few of them. So I'm going to read out these names, and if any of these people are present, if they could stand up and be acknowledged and just stay standing until I finish. So Graham Wilson, Don Honey, Alan Winch, Harold Ross, Sandra Tanner, Brian Stewart, Charles Norman, Judith Williams, John Turnbull, Gary Cooper, Jan Chippers, and Ken Hildebrand. They're not here tonight. I'd like you all to recognise these highlights. Thank you. I'd also like at this stage, I won't be reading out names, there's way too many of them. But for all those past presidents, if you could please stand and be recognised. I'm standing. All these people made a difference to them. Thank you. So with that, I'd like to now move over to the annual awards. So first of all, I'm going to deal with the Val McGurkin Award. All right. So just to explain it, because not everybody understands what Val McGurkin Award is. It's awarded to the club member, new or old, male or female. Yeah, that's it. Beautiful. Thank you. There's a photo. Yeah, and there's a photo on the back. So I'll finish off. So it's awarded to the person or people who achieve the most they possibly can out of the club. These people will show great enthusiasm and support for the club. And this award is presented in the memory of Frank's wife, Val. The words "joy of being" are on the award. And Graham Wilson is going to award this. So Graham, with that, do you want to just come up and award it, please? There we go. Okay, this was awarded this year to Eamon and Libby King. Hey! Congratulations, Eamon. So this, the big award will go up to Yark. This is the perpetual one that we have at the moment for this award as well. We ran out of space on that one. But in addition, sorry. Oh, sorry. I'll give you a minute. Yeah, and with that, you also get a personal trophy, which we have to stick the tape on because we have one to keep it secret. I was still a bit of tape on that. And we've got a box for you as well. So congratulations, Eamon, and to Libby as well. Congratulations. Thank you. Do you want to say a quick word?
Well, I'd like to thank Graham. Graham was president 38 years ago when I joined. Alan Lynch did my DA with me, and Libby. And yeah, great club, keeps going. Thanks.
Thanks so much. So with that, the next award we're going to do is the Best Club Woman Award. So my understanding was the Club Man one came first, didn't it? And then the Club Woman one was created later. Interestingly enough, I noticed something. The women's cup is much bigger. Is that because we're supposed to get them drunk, or was there some reason behind it, or they're more important? Probably because they're more important, yeah. So this has got such an amazing history. And there's names on here that even I don't know, and having been a member for over 20 years, and obviously I know most of the later people. There's people here, names that probably long gone, and it's got such strong history. And the other interesting thing I noticed when I was at this study was how much better condition it is than the blokes one. So they obviously know how to look after stuff, don't they? So I think it's a really good move that we're going to preserve the club history, because it'd be tragic if one of these disappeared or got damaged, or whatever.
You're aware of where they came from?
Yeah, you want to come on and tell us that, Brian.
There's something
because
I haven't heard.
You've told me, and I do know part of the story, but I don't know the whole story.
Right, well, just to fill you in on where these came from, one of our past, passed on, very staunch members, Wolf Point, who was a member many, many years ago, and he was working on building and construction jobs, and somewhere along the way they pulled down a lovely old building that had beautiful banisters and stairs in it, and they were probably the upright parts. And Wolf had a great workshop. It was out in Heidelberg Way. We often used to run workshops and things out there and pull our cars apart at Wolf's place. And anyway, he turned those up on his lathe. So that's where they go back a long, long way. And that's the history of it.
Thanks, Brian. It's so important to know those sorts of things. And then what we'd like to do is maybe when we put them on display, actually maybe try to capture some of that in text and actually put it together with the awards so that people can see it as members. All right, so the next award is so the next one is the Club Women's Award, and it's the Better Maintained one. And it's a pleasure to award this person this award to the member who has continued to display a high level of club involvement and is a great team player within the club. And they do so much for the club. And I'll talk about something else in a minute. Heidi, come on down. Oh, no, she's not here. No, she's on holidays. Oh, Heidi, you're not here. Well, I know you'll be watching. So guess what, Heidi? You got your own little award. And this is for Club Woman of the Year. So congratulations. I think I recently did the triple leader training. And Heidi ran both days because Viv was detained. And she just honestly just ran an absolute fabulous session and did it outstandingly. And through so much involvement in the club, a very worthy recipient indeed. So please give Heidi a big right. So behind every great woman is no, in front of every great woman is a anyway, I've completely stuffed that one up. That's probably the reason I'm divorced. All right, so anyway, the best club man of the year. It's my pleasure to award this to the member who has continued to display a high level of club involvement, a great team player within the club. With that, I'd like to award this to David McAllister. True champion, mate. Dave is involved in so many things. Tonight he's helping out the returning officer. He's been involved so much in the IT support. The list goes on and on and on. Congratulations, mate. You're a champion.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. And so we keep this.
Yep.
That's your award to keep.
Forever.
It's a bit small, but it's permanent. So you keep it. So,
I'm very humbled by it.
and guess what? We give you a box as well. That's
Great.
great. All right. And a piece of foam too. Next year, I hope it'll be powerful. All right. Well done, mate. Did you want to say a few words, Senior Junior?
I'd say thank you very much. Very humbled to receive this award. I enjoy being in the club. I love being part of everything that I've been part of in the club. I've been here for about 8 years. I'm hoping to be here for another 20 plus years. So yeah, you'll see me around for a lot longer.
Very, very worthy recipient indeed. Trip leader. Okay, so it's presented to the member who's run the most trips during the past year. Prior to this, there's a short video, not that far. So with that, we're going to quickly run that video and then we'll present the award. So as you saw, Brian and Rita Mednick, congratulations. You're not. Oh, there they are. Come on down. It's so exciting when the people are here. Some years ago, the vegetable one disappeared. And we have been up to find it. Anybody, we tried all avenues. Anybody can remember where it is, or you can go through the old closets, garages. Anyway. So congratulations, folks. Well done. Well done. Want to say a few words?
First of all, it's Medanchik. Mechanic.
You always say mechanic, do you?
No, we're really we've been in the club since 2018. We went out with Bass and Viv, and they really inspired us to become trip leaders. We really loved it. And Chris and Greg as well. Yeah, we went on their trips. Being on the trips, we really loved it. We met new people. We got to see more and more of Victoria, and we just love to see more and more people as we do more and more trips. We really love it. This club is great. And so please join our trips.
So the next one is the President's Award, and it's an award that I give to the person I feel has made the greatest contribution to me, and assisting me in my role as president. And for many, many years, it's gone to the secretaries, because really, if you look at what they put in and all the rest of it's always amazing. Honestly, this year I could have given it to anybody, but I had to really dig deep in my head. There were some people that, contributed things sort of fantastic for the committee and the club, but then there was other people that contributed stuff for me. And so I have to look at the person who made the biggest, gave the greatest level of assistance to me as president. This person I've known for a long time. Be careful not to give away too many clues. There's not much else I could say without saying who it is, but whenever I've asked them for help, they've always been there. Whenever you get that really tough situation, you're just not sure where to go, there's the office that layer of line, and it's just, I cannot tell you, folks, this person has done so much for the club, and their contribution to me was outstanding this year. And with that, I just want to say, Tony, come on down. This previously has been won by Barbara, but Tony, this year, Tony, you get this. Congratulations, mate. You're a scholar and a gentleman, and I couldn't have done my job without you. Congratulations. Thanks.
One of the greatest speakers, as you well know. It's totally unexpected, totally uncalled for. Each of us on the committee just try and do their bit for the club and everything else like that. And I enjoy the club, and I've been here for so long. It didn't stop a lot longer, but no, thank you, Ian. I appreciate the gesture, and it'll go somewhere. We'll find somewhere to display it at home. Thank you.
Thank you. It's interesting because Tony and Barbara and myself, we all joined at the same time. Actually, our membership numbers one apart. And 5 apart, is it? What's yours? Oh, so you were in front of me. Yeah, you must have signed up first. I don't remember. Anyway, so I did my DA with them, and it's just been, and I've been involved with them for many years, and both of them together are amazing, amazing people. And I know Tony is there, so it's unwarranted, but honestly, when I sat down, I really thought about it. It's just given me that tremendous amount of help this year. But just without recognition for me, just put it in so well. So thank you, Tony, again. All right. So we're now going to, let me just talk to it first. So we're going to do the John Whitney Photographic Award next. This is judged by the life members, and it's presented to the member who enters the best photo from a TLCCV club trip. Prior to the presentation, there's a short video. congratulations.
Thank you very
So
much.
you get to hold that one first.
Yep.
And then this is the perpetual one that will eventually end up at yard. Thank you.
Right.
Right, you want to say a few words?
Oh, well, thank you very much. So, yeah, I've been entering this competition for quite a few years, so persistence does pay off. So, excellent. So I'm very humbled that I got received the award. So thank you very much for all those past members, life members who voted. We obviously, good minds think alike. And it's good you can get yourself in the main photo as well by taking yourself, using the self timer. So anyway, thanks very much.
You'd like a photo without my good face. All right. Oh, you get a box. Yeah. So we're going to move on to community elections now. So the first position we're going to deal with is the position of club president. And we have one nomination that's received thus far. It's from Simon Muskie. Are there any other nominations from the floor? Well, didn't I say that? I apologise. I declare all positions vacant. Sorry. There we go. Okay, so Simon Mustie, is there another nomination for president? Neil Davey. Any other nominations? No?
Okay, we have a result. We had 25 people, 32 people vote via Zoom and 106 voted here tonight, including proxies. The result is Simon has been elected 90 votes to 48.
Do you want to come up and have a quick word? You've been elected.
Okay, thank you all. And first thing I'd like to note is, Liz, you and I, we've got the microphone down here. Okay. Correctly heighted, I believe it terms. Anyway, I'd like to thank the membership that has put their faith in me. And I just, like I said, I'm first and foremost a four-wheel driver. Anyone who knows me will know that. And I hope to get everyone back on board, everyone pointing in the same direction, everyone reading from the same hymn sheet. And if you've got any questions, that's what the committee is here for, okay? Don't at any time think the only silly question is one you don't ask, okay? If you've got a question, approach a committee member, approach me, send me an email, throw it through for the secretary. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. All right, so now we're going to do the position of vice presidents. This is pretty much the same procedure. So first of all, here it is. So we've had one nomination thus far from Eric Bishop. Eric, do you want to just stand? This is from Eric Bishop. Can I ask for any other nominations for the position of vice president, please? Yes. Brad Knight. Are there any others from the floor? Nominations? No.
Okay, the results have been closed for the vice president. We had 11 people vote via Zoom and for Eric and 21 for Brad, and ballot slips were 44 for Eric and 59 for Brad. So Brad Knight elected with 80 votes to 55.
So Brad, if you'd like to just come up. Congratulations, and just want to say a few words.
Thanks to everyone who voted. Look, I'm here to represent the club, not just the people who vote for me, but everyone. So, like I said, I'm here to, to be here to work for the club. Just like in my professional life, the door's open. I believe I'm approachable and here to support Simon in his role and the whole committee. Thanks.
Congratulations. Again, so the next position, so I'm just going to keep motoring through. Secretary, we've got one nomination thus far, Sandra Weller. Are there any other nominations for the position of secretary? Excellent. So with that, we can congratulate you and you've been elected. Well done.
Hi, everyone. Most of you might not have met me, but I do go up to Yark for working bees. My partner and I haven't been so active in the club for the last few years because he suffered a catastrophic injury to his knees, but before then he was running regular trips and he's hoping to get back into those soon. On behalf of myself, I've been a member of four-wheel drive clubs in Queensland and Victoria, and I really enjoy going out on trips, meeting people, making new friends, just getting outdoors and enjoying myself. I have experience as secretary of a not-for-profit group. So I don't know if anybody of you heard of Landcare. So yeah, I've been working in the Landcare space quite a lot, board capacity. So. Thank you.
Assistant Secretary, I've been told of any nominations. Are there any nominations from the floor? Yes, Andy? Oh, sorry. Sorry, Alison. Sorry.
Ian, I'd like to nominate myself as Assistant Secretary.
All right. With that, sorry, you have already asked. Okay, with that, elected unopposed, Alison Williams. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ian. For everyone who does or doesn't know me, I'm presently the president of the Geelong branch of the Toyota Land Cruiser Club. I'm very open, honest and straightforward, and also have a very open book as far as my emails and phone go. I'd like to see the club unified as well. It's been a fairly torrid few years with COVID and other things happening. And I do believe that the members have a right to say the direction of the club, and also that I'll be very supportive of whoever else is on the committee. Thank you.
All right, so the next position we're going to do is treasurer. Are there any nominations for the position of treasurer? No. So because there's no nominations, what happens is that's up to the committee to fill that position now from the membership. All right, so we'll move on to the position of, sorry, Tony, no, assistant treasurer. Any nominations for assistant treasurer? No. Barbara told me that he's definitely not allowed to stand because they got too many trips planned. Yes, Michael. We'll accept that one. Are there any other nominations? So you're elected unopposed, but if you'd like to come up and say a quick word. No, we do it here because we've got the camera. Congratulations.
For those of you who don't know me, my name's Michael Martin. I've been a member for some 15 odd years, probably a bit longer. I've been on the committee a few times already. I have been the assistant president, and a few years ago, for 2 years, I was the president. I did, in my professional career, and I still have one, manage business. I know how to read a P&L, I know how to make a budget, and I know how to control costs. And so I think I still have something to offer the club, and I thank you for the opportunity to do so again. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we're now going to do the roll of, I sort of buggered it up, didn't I? But anyway, it's okay. I haven't because you don't know. Committee. We're going to do the committee
we do committee member 1 first. Right, okay. So we're going to do committee member number 1. So thus far, I understand we've got 3 nominations for the committee. Peter Birchall, please people just stand and be recognised for a minute. Brad Knight, who won't be standing because he's taken on another role, and Scott Wentworth. Sorry. Are there, okay, thanks for you just sit down for a minute. Are there any other nominations for committee member? No others from the floor, none online? Because in the absence of that, there's 2 positions, committee 1, committee 2, and those 2 people will be duly elected unopposed. So with that, Peter Birchall and Scott Wentworth are elected to the committee. Congratulations, guys. So just to declare, the president is Simon Musty. Sorry, I just want to get my sheet up in front of me. Vice president was elected as Brad Knight. Secretary was Sandra Weller. Assistant secretary was Alison Williams. The treasurer's position is vacant. Assistant treasurer is Michael Martin. And committee members are Peter Birchall and Scott Wentworth. So congratulations to all those people. So we'll now close the annual general meeting and we'll go back to the general meeting and a monthly meeting, sorry, and we'll finish that off. We'll do the subcommittee reports. Can we bring in Chris Treble, please? For driver training.
Hello, Ian. Good evening.
G'day, Chris.
How are you? Sorry.
Good, good, good. Over to you.
Okay, thank you kindly. Just very quickly, we had a quiet month last month up at Yark. We had, I think there was about 5 people went up. We've got the advanced driver awareness course coming up at the end of this month. And we've got 9 participants. We had 8, but we've got 9 now. And we've got some lean pickings. I think we've got about 6 that are attending for at this stage for the August driver awareness course up at Yark. However, we might get a few more, but we've got limited instructor availability. So we're moving along, but it's still, people are still hesitant, I think, about the COVID arrangements and the flu that's going around at the moment. But anyway, we're still putting people through. Just to cap off, I think for last year, for the 2022 year, we actually put through about, I think it was 99 people for the year, which was good. There was 2 cancellations due to COVID, and then there was naturally the November one, which we didn't have a lot of people didn't want to attend, so we cancelled the November course, and we caught up again in January. We resumed our theory sessions back at Mulgrave Country Club. I think it was back in February this year. We started back at Mulgrave. However, we're still offering the ability for those outside of the Melbourne metro area, if they want to do it via Zoom, we'll run a separate Zoom session on the same night. But yes, looking forward to it. We've still got some people. There's about 15 that have still to come through that I can pick up at the moment. We've tried, but their vehicles aren't ready, or they're not ready to come up at the moment. So, but if we can get them through their theory, so the next big session we're probably looking at would be September. So if you're sitting out in the wings and you haven't done your DA commitment to the club at this stage, by all means, please come along and do it in September. We'll have plenty of instructors available in September to take us a bigger group through, which would be great. Thank you, Ian. That's it.
All right, so we'll move on now to education. Liz Mills.
So, very good. Think so. Evening all. Just a quick review as we're short of time today. Thank you, Simon, for running a great CV course at the weekend. Yes, I think he enjoyed the new facilities, which he haven't been seen before. And I'm working on him for a bearing course next year. So even though he's going to be president, no excuses. Okay, we've got the four-wheel drive maintenance course, which is for beginning of August. September, we've got David doing the tyre repair course again. It's full, so thank you to those two. The waste station, which I did mention before, and it is advertised in the magazine and on Weekend Wrap. So I won't go through all the details with that, but if you're interested to have your caravan, boat, car weighed for insurance purposes and things, just to see that you are current and correct, you don't want to be fined. I am taking expressions of interest, and we'll be organising for weigh station at some place and some date for you all to get together and be weighed. I have started working on courses for 2023. I know it seems a long way away, but time goes past very quickly. I'm hoping to get a first aid course again in February, probably, but I'm just working with James on that. And it's great having him up there. He does the 2-day course, not just the one that other people run. And we have more of the outback side of it as well on the property, which makes it feel more real for when you're traveling in the outback. So keep an eye open for that one. And March, we already have a couple of courses booked already, which we haven't run for quite some time. I won't tell you what they are just yet, just stay tuned. Just my quick thank you to all the course leaders this last year. Without them, I couldn't run the courses that we do for you. They give up a lot of their spare time, and they impart a lot of knowledge to the members in their four-wheel driving with safety and experience. So thank you to everybody, and a good luck to the new committee for next year.
Okay, so we'll now move on to the, the trip conveners report. Viv Gardner.
Thanks, Ian. First off, I want to congratulate all the winners. Done a fantastic job and well deserved. We have 4 trips listed for so far on the website, one from Brad and Angela, as he mentioned already, and 3 from Brian and Rita, who were well-deserved winners of the Trip Leader Award. That's about all I've got to say for tonight. That's it. Next.
Thanks, Viv, and best wishes to Baz as well from all of us. So, John Mills, TLCC West Australia 2022.
Good evening, all. Hush, be quiet, I'm speaking. Congratulations to your committee. WA is going ahead quite nicely. I think everyone who's now signed in would have got an email today saying that they haven't paid their fees, even if you have. So that shows that they're on the ball over there. They know what they're doing. Also, if you haven't paid your camping fees, which were due on the 12th of this month, please do so to the Treasurer, and because we're due to pay those to the caravan park later this year. Okay. Any other queries on the gathering? Good. That's me out.
All right. And over to you, Alison, for the Geelong report.
Thank you, Ian. I'll be very, very quick. We have a social coming up on Sunday, the 7th of August. It's at One Day Estate, which is in Kaluas, so it's just off the Port Arlington Road. And it's only open as a restaurant in one day, so that's why it's called One Day Estate. And on the Sunday that we're going, which is the 7th of August, they have the paella man, so you can have big bowls of paella or a curry or a risotto with salad and bread. And it's a lovely atmosphere, nice big open fire, nice big tables, and great fun. So everyone's welcome. Please book online. Thanks.
Thank you. And now we'll go on to Q&A. Is there any? Nothing? Okay, anything from the floor? No? All right, we'll move on to Brian Stewart, including the maintenance construction. No, so just, okay, sure. And then we'll do social. So Helen or, yep, are you coming up to do a report? Yep, okay, that's your next.
Good evening, everyone. It's been an exciting night, hasn't it? Certainly different. Yeah, this weekend coming up, we've got Yark again, maintenance weekend. I've got about 15 people that are ready to come up and get stuck into it and just have a good weekend, a good, peaceful, social weekend. So looking forward to that. We've got the guy that's putting together a land care sort of a management plan for us. He's still working on that, but he's given us a book. There's a few of these up at Yark there now for people to have a look at. Plants in your patch, and another one on wildflowers. Quite a colourful little brochure on that. There's some of those up there as well to have a look at, and also the woodland birds and things. There's a double-sided thing with all the pictures. So this will be interesting to look at with the list of birds that that Bill and Bernice Manley had seen up at the property, which is up on the board up there. So we'll put one of these up alongside of that, and we might be able to pick which birds are which that they've seen. So that's good. Congratulations to the new committee, and hope things go well for you. And we'll look forward to seeing you up at Yark. All these new committee people. Okay, so we'll see you at the weekend.
Thank you, Brian. Helen. Social. There's a club magazine this month, isn't there? Yeah, so just a reminder, if anybody hasn't picked up their club magazine, if they can pick it up before they leave tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Hope you can hear me. We had our first event on Sunday. It was a Christmas in July luncheon. It went really well. We had a fantastic day, lots of laughs and fun with our competitions of dancing, and trivia caused a bit of a roll with our Christmas trivia. A lot of different answers, but we had a fantastic day, and I really thank the people that came and supported us on our first event, and I hope we get a lot more in the future. Our next event is going to be in August, and we're going to have a bowling night or day, find out. It'll be in the club magazine in the weekend wrap. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.
So we're going to do special events next. Now, Sandra, are you going to talk to that? Yes or no? Because Steve is going to talk about the event. So the answer is yes.
If Steve's there, no, look, Steve can speak, definitely, because he's running the National 44 show, so I'd rather Steve speak. Yes, please.
Are there any other special events you want to talk about, Sandra?
Not at this point in time, Ian.
No. Okay. So the 4x4 shows. So Steve, where are you? There you are. Do you want to just come and... So Steve's going to be... Well, he can tell you.
Can I just mention that there'll be a 300 series and a Kakadu on show from courtesy of Toyota Motor Corporation.
Excellent. Fantastic. And Eric, you're after that with forward drive. Steve.
Good evening. Yeah, I volunteered to coordinate the volunteers for the 4x4 show in Melbourne. It's going to be held on the 19th, weekend, 19th of August. I didn't say July, didn't I? No, August. So we've only got a month to go. So far, I've only received 4 volunteers. Two people are going to do Friday morning, 2 people are going to do all day Sunday. So we need volunteers for all day Saturday. We need volunteers for Friday. We need more volunteers for Sunday. I did the coordinating for the Scoresby show. We had 5 or 6 people in the morning and in the afternoon. The national 4x4 show in Melbourne is going to be bigger. I think we attracted
14 new members, 13 new members. At Scoresby. So 5, 6 may not be enough. So currently we've got 2 on Sunday and 2 on Friday. So Melbourne Showgrounds.
Same standards last year.
No,
sorry, previous.
I assume so. We have. Yeah, get a free ticket to get in. I think it saves you $20. $20 a person.
Thanks, Steve. So, yeah, look, the 4x4 show is a fantastic event, and the stream of members that we get as a result of that show, it's probably our #1 PR show, and it's a great position that we have. And for those of you who haven't done it before, it's a bit of fun. I mean, you get free access to the show, so you can go and help out in the stand a bit, go off and do a bit of shopping, perhaps come back and do a bit more time on the stand. We usually always get, usually that's a contradiction, isn't it? So we usually get good representation from membership there. So please pop your hand up if you're going to be going there. I'll certainly be helping out. So at one of those days, so I'll let you know. All right, Eric, four-wheel drive Vic. See how we go.
Thanks, Ant. Okay, just to finish off on the last fellow who spoke about the National Four-Wheel Drive Show. It's from the 19th to 21st of August. Four-Wheel Drive Victoria have made an agreement with the organisers of the National Four-Wheel Drive Show that we have our marquee, or whatever we call it, on site for free, so we don't have to pay fees this year. There's a show and shine, so if anyone wants to put their bus on the show, and it's only the four-wheel drive clubs, not the public, that put up the show and shine, my understanding. And going further, I just picked up on something earlier about the $22 that wasn't given this year. Sorry about that. It cost Four-Wheel Drive Victoria $94,000 to give that previous $22 to the clubs. They all deserved it. Four-Wheel Drive Victoria has now got $1.25 million in the bank. And all that money belongs to the clubs who have volunteered, whose members have volunteered to do bushwork, all that stuff that we do out there in the land management, with the land managers, WELP and parks and so forth. And so therefore we're looking at buying a property, and I've been saying this for quite a while, but we're almost there. And on August the 6th, Brad, is a president's meeting where we will be putting the business case. Close but no cigar. Righto. I pointed at the right bloke. And Brad, you two can go along. It doesn't have to be one person. We're presenting the business case for the property, the options that we have to go forward with that venture. Now, as I've said before, DWELP have given us a property at Talangi for driver training for Four-Wheel Drive Victoria. And DWELP are going to do bulldozer training on that site to create our tracks, and the so it won't cost us anything, therefore it doesn't cost the clubs anything. Also, we're looking at, and I remember seeing a building not far away from the, you might know, Gary, it's a conference centre. It's an architecturally designed building that's, the roof is chock-a-block full of bark and stuff like that. It hasn't been used for years by Parks or DWELP, and it's been sitting idle. So I suggested, instead of us spending $100,000 building a facility at this training ground, that we see if we can get hold of this building. At this point in time, all the answers coming back are yes, 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 yes. They prefer us to be in there because it's a conference centre, and the organisation that was part of the funding that built it no longer exists. They've been amalgamated with Parks or DWELP or whatever, so forth. So that's coming up. The e-news comes out regularly, which I guess we all get to see. Does it go to everybody? Yeah, I certainly get it, but then that's probably because I'm the president. What else have we got coming up? For the clubs, it's most important that you turn up on this August 6th to go forward, so that we're all on the same page when it comes to buying this building. I might put on the club website some photos I took from a facility we went to the other day, the Vintage Car Club. They have got a factory in Scoresby, and they've created a mezzanine floor, or actually a second floor. They've got 2 meeting halls, about half the size of this room here. One will house about 100 odd people, the other houses about 60. And down below there's lounge room areas and there's kitchens and so forth. And they have something like 2 club meetings a night in some months, where the clubs get together at the kitchen, and they make steak sandwiches, toasted sandwiches, things like that. Or you can get a chef in there and cook your own stuff if you wanted to. So we're pretty excited about this, and I'll put the photos on our club Facebook site, which shows the meeting halls and so forth. And they're set up like this permanently. That means all the AV equipment is in a cupboard. All for the hearing impaired, there's a ring that goes around under the carpet right around that gets the volume into your hearing aids and so forth. Excuse me, I got a cold and I tested negative on the RAT tests each day since I got the cold, so I'm right. They have the ability to drive a car in there, put it on show, and every now and again they have pop-up shows whereby someone like ARB, for instance, can come along, put all their stuff on show, leave it there for a month. And they're pretty excited about that sort of stuff. Even Penrite, for instance, have gone there and put a pop-up show with oil. And particularly with vintage cars and the like, there's a grade of oil that you should use for vintage cars rather than modern cars. There you go. Not much else to say, but yeah. Right, yeah. Thank you all.
All right. Thanks, Eric. Webmaster is no report tonight, and Cruiser-Kana, Rob's just going to give a few words on that, please. Tony, just quickly, are there any Q&A questions? No.
Yeah, thanks, Ian. Congratulations to the new committee. I certainly know what's ahead of you, so good luck. I'll just cover Webmaster. Apologies to all the people listening at home on Zoom and Facebook. We have a hardware failure on our mixer, but we just sort of worked out a workaround, which seems to be working. So, yeah, bit of a pity. Mike and I were here last week. We tested everything to make sure it was perfect, but Murphy's Law. I know I have to hurry. Cruiser-Kana forward gives his apologies away overseas on work, reminding everyone 18th to the 20th of November. Cruiser-Kana is on. We're just about to, I guess, wind up call for volunteers, and soon we'll be opening entries. So looking forward to everyone's support of Cruiser-Kana again. Great club event. It's probably the event that brings the most members together in one place for a weekend. So see you all there. Thank you.
Yeah, and couldn't support it more. So our newer members especially, there's always space for you up at Cruiser-Kana. So get in and be part of it. It's #1 event for our club. The Hook Award. Been a long night, folks. I'm a bit tired. Oh. Who do you reckon? Come and hold this for me, mate. You've been doing nothing. All right, okay, all right, don't show up. So who do you think should get the Hook Award this month?
want to nominate Duncan Stadler for getting to lock his hubs in the middle of Mistake Creek. He got stuck and got his vehicle flooded.
Oh, that's
Big mistake.
Hookwood material. That definitely is. Anybody else?
Very ironic.
All right, Duncan, guess what? You got it. Congratulations. Are you going to give it to him or? Yeah, you'll give it to him. Give him heaps. So with that, I'm just going to wrap up. Say thank you. Good night. No, it's been a long night. Thanks for coming along. And that's it. Close the meeting. Good night.